10 marks for 24 marks for the MST, 10 marks for your assignments, and there will be 6 marks for your attendance. So altogether it will be 40 marks, and this is how you get your internal out of those 40 marks. Okay, so let me also tell you that what it would come into your paper, because I need to figure out how I'm gonna, put questions in your MSTs. Because the university it says, because as per the right now whatever it is going on, you all know that university has taken the paper in open book exam form. So questions which came into paper of 24 marks, and there were 3 questions for 8 marks, and there was one more question that was the choice for you, that out of those 4 you supposed to attempt 3 questions. But here the case is, we are these days we are discussing the unit of grammar. So I have to discuss with you as well. Basically, if you see, uh, it is hard or almost not possible that make questions on grammar only for 24 marks, means the 8 marks for the descriptive. But I was thinking that in this semester I would ask you questions, like there will be 4 questions in one question, and each question will carry 2 marks, so that will be related to grammar. For example, it could be tenses. One question will be based on tenses, second question it will be based on the other part of grammar, for example punctuation or subject verb agreement, something like that. So this is what I can do least in case of descriptive, making the objective into descriptive. So I was expecting the suggestion from you. Do you think that is it okay that I should take, or I should proceed further into the same way, or you want that I could give you something to write down and you write on it, and on the basis of that written draft, uh, we can make what do you call a judgment out of your paper. Actual thing is, if you ask me, that is that we should do at least for the we should go for the grammar, because we are right now studying the grammar part. But I was thinking of taking your suggestion as well. What do you think? आप लोग क्या सोचते हो उसके बारे में?
Sorry, you can go for 3 questions of 2 marks, as you said, but one question like MCQ,
Mm-hmm.
that for 8 marks.
Okay,
And
fine. Like what we will do, like in a one question, what can we do? I'll ask you 4 questions, right?
yes, sir.
One question will have the sub questions of 4 questions, right? So each will carry 2 marks. So 4 2s are 8. So one question will be of 8 marks. So second question again will carry subsections of 4. So for example, I'll give you like if there'll be example of you is supposed to apply is MR or whatever, there'll be blank over there, and you have to fill that blank. And in bracket, I would ask you that fill the blank with this tense. So that would be of 2 marks. So something like that we can do. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ठीक है. क्योंकि और तो मेरे को भी ऐसे लग रहा है कि डिस्क्रिप्टिव बनाया नहीं जा सकता ग्रामर को. तो मैं आपसे 2-2 मार्क्स के 4 क्वेश्चन एक क्वेश्चन में पूछ लूँगा. उसके बाद it will become 8 marks, जो एक क्वेश्चन अब 8 marks का बन जाएगा. So this is if there will be 3 questions for the same, it will become 24, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's discuss. Let's start our topic today. I'm going to teach you cliches and as well the present perfect continuous tense. So let's start with it. Let me first of all share my screen with you. Okay, so our topic for today is cliches. What is the history of? What does it mean? Let's discuss. This could be asked into your paper as a question. For example, they have said that, have you ever heard anyone say, "Oh, that's such a glitch"? Glitches are terms, phrases, or even ideas that, upon their inception, may have been striking and through thought-provoking, but became unoriginal through repetition and overuse. What they're trying to tell that originally it has got the importance, but by overusing of it or the repetition, due to the repetition of it, it has somehow lost the what do you call the original sense of it. Example they are trying to sell, popularity made them seem trite, turning them into what we now know as cliches. You'll recognize many of the examples of cliches. For example, they're trying to tell over here, the first man who compared a woman to a rose was a poet, and the second was imbecile. Means they're trying to sell that he was insane. So just trying to give you the example that once who have used it for a certain period of time, it was perfectly fine. लेकिन इसको अगर बार बार हम यूज करेंगे so तो we'll lost actually the importance of it. So this is how they are saying things or words which we use in the repetitive way, that are these are called as the features. How it has come into existence, what do you mean by it? They are saying like when the printing press were used, they were using in earlier times cast iron plates, and those were reproducing the sounds like click 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 click. So this is what the word it has come up. They have said that it is somehow a repetition of something, so that is why they are called it as a glitch. This is kind of a jargon, we can say that, a slang, we can say that. This is how the glitches it has come into existence. So there are a lot many popular glitches. For example, all glitters are not gold. Don't get your knickers in a twist. Something like that. Uh, Someone woke up on the wrong side of a bed. Uh, Read between the lines. Something like there are a lot many. Glitches and idioms. We can say that there are a lot many. They're saying that if you over repeated it, so it will lose actually the actual importance of it. People will not understand it because we need to see that sometimes the other person would not actually get it what exactly you want to say. Opposite attracts. Okay, every cloud has a silver lining. So there are so many idioms or the cliches which are used into the language, but somehow these does not give the real meaning of it. Real means sometimes the reader would you know get confused that what exact the exact message you want to convey. So that is what they are trying to tell, that we should avoid these things, because communication means whatever it has asked from you, it should be very clearly get into the mind of the reader, to the receiver. So if the receiver has not understood the message of yours, it means there is a problem. Okay. Like they have given here example, like some cliches can be interpreted differently based on their content. For example, context. For example, do you think I am made of money? It's like I am made of money. Sounds similar, right? Further context is needed to understand. If the speaker is saying this to complain or brag, do you think I am made of money, implies you don't have any money. It's like I am made of money may imply that you have tons of money. If you're asking something, I'm made of money. So this is a question. So it could be in a sense of you are asking from the other person that, I don't have money with me. So that is why you are thinking of that I'm made of money. Do you think I'm made of money? And it could be answer that you have a lot of money. That is why you're saying I'm made of money. I could do anything. Or he is made of money. He could do anything. So the clear meaning it does not come out of it. So that is the confusion. So they are saying that's what the issue is. They're saying. And there is another example, they are saying, with experience comes wisdom. With experience comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes experience. It's not true for everyone's life. It's not everyone's case. It could be maximum cases, but you cannot say it is not the case of everyone. So that is how uh, uh, This is what a case is. Just hold on for a second. I need to. Okay. Uh, it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. So it's a common clutch, but you might disagree with that statement. It's not like you're trying to say like situation statements. These are not in a common way everybody. We're not discussing or reading a real science where if you apply a certain formula and result would be the same. This is a human psychology, human science. So some you cannot say that 100% it is implied on everybody. You know, so that is how they're trying to tell that importance of these things. It has lost a lot of people. You will see that they are using, but you might have also seen this thing that a lot of people have stopped using it. Now there was a time we were using these things, the idioms and the cliches. But now time is like that. People have stopped using it. They write it in a actual form, or this is what the clutch over here try to remove it. So you just have to see that if there will be any kind of a meaning which is not actually communicating the right sense of it. So you can just write down the simple line of it. So these are called as cliches or the idioms. That was the topic. We know that a lot of cliches we are using. A waste of time flies. They're saying like diamond in the rough, weak as a kitten, had nerves of steel, ugly as sin. These have a meaning, which is a hidden meaning. So we cannot understand directly what exactly it has said over here. So avoid these things to create the confusion. Don't cry over spilled milk. We don't know what is the exact meaning of it. Don't cry over spilled milk. It is possible that okay, but this is the meaning of the, or this is the sense which comes out of this pledge, but it's not necessary that everybody would understand it, right? So that is how they're saying don't use these kind of places into it. So next is our topic, that is what you call uh, tenses. So let's discuss the first one, that is called as present perfect continuous. So what do you think? What are the rules of present perfect continuous? Can anyone tell me? Yes, Vishal, you have written rightly. Yes, I'm going to prepare something like that. I would prepare questions of three, and each question will have the four subparts for a 2 marks each. So altogether, it will become 8 marks. Good suggestion. Yes, now tell me, what are the rules of present perfect continuous? We have done indefinites, we have done continuouses, we have done perfects. Now it comes to turn of present perfect continuous. So tell me, what are the rules of present perfect continuous? Please write in the chat box. Have, has plus been plus verb plus ing. Okay. Subject plus has, have plus been plus verb first form plus ing. Yes, I'm good. Has or have plus been plus verbs first form plus ing. Good. That's also more clear. There's a subject, then you apply has or have as per the subject plus been plus verb first form plus ing. Okay. Yes, so it's more clear now with the Vishal Thakur. It's have, has been plus verbs first form, ing plus for and since for time. Yes, totally true. So the The first term is called as, subject plus has or have, as per the subject, plus verbs first form plus ing. Now, yes, the question it comes that where do we apply for, where do we apply since? So Harpreet is answering here that for certain time since, uh, for certain time,
For uncertain time with a sense of certain time.
certain time, uncertain, okay.
And
For
uncertain.
uncertain time, since certain. Right, right. Good. For uncertain, okay, right. Since certain, yes. For uncertain, since certain. Okay, if, for example, if there is a question like, I, if I'm writing, I have been seeing this movie for from 1 hour. I have been watching this movie for one
For.
hour. Is it right? Or
Yes,
I've
sir.
been
For
watching
you.
this movie from, yes. That will be for 1 hour or from 1 hour. Just hold on for a minute. Yes, Vishal Thakur, you're right. We cannot write down from. So it is supposed to be for 1 hour. So, uh, so okay, let's do practice. I'll ask you questions over here. So you're supposed to answer me how it will be. Uh, working on it. Yes. How do you feel it? The question is, I have been working in this college dash 2010. So what will be the answer? Yes. What will the answer? Okay, that's fine. That's good. So because time is certain over here, I've given the time 2010, so that's how we have to use since over here. That's perfectly fine. If it will be like, let me see. Uh, okay. Working with college. Now what will be answer? If I have been working this college dash 3 years. Yes, right. So we're supposed to apply for over here. So that is the basic reason of. Okay, let me see more of the exercise. Good. Okay. Yes. That's the question. Please try to solve it. That's true. That's very good. Now there's another question. She has been working for 5 years. Totally right answer. So the next one is she has been working for 3 years. Fine, yeah, 3 or 5 years. So when the time is not perfect, so we use this one. Now answer this question. I study all day. So convert it into present perfect continuous. Okay, that's good. Now, yes, try to see that how can you write it. We live in London for 6 months. Yes, that's right answer. We have been living in London for 6 months. True, we have been living, yes. So that is the present perfect continuous. Now, question it is here that where do we use it? You know, we use it in a situation where something it has started in the past and it is still going on. Right? What is the difference if I say that we are living in London for 6 months? What basically a difference is we are living in London for 6 months, or we have been living in London for 6 months. What do you think? What is the difference?
रिपीट करें सर एक मिनट.
We are living in London for 6 months, and we have been living in London for 6 months.
ਸਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊਸ ਵਾਲੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਲਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਕਦੋਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕੀਤੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਲਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਪਰਫੈਕਟ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊਸ ਹੀ ਮੰਨਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ.
आ, इसमें सिर्फ इतना डिफरेंस आएगा, बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हो कि जब हम कोई टाइम कनेक्शन नहीं लगा रहे हैं, फॉर वी आर लिविंग इन लंदन, तो इट्स करेक्ट आंसर, क्योंकि इसके आगे पीछे हमने कुछ नहीं लगाया. वी हैव नॉट यूज्ड एनी टाइम और समथिंग, वी आर जस्ट सिंपली आंसरिंग समथिंग दैट वी आर लिविंग इन लंदन. यहाँ पे हम वी हैव बीन लिविंग लंदन नहीं लगा सकते. ठीक है, लेकिन when it has got a time connection from past, right, then we're supposed to use it, then we actually connect it with the time. तब हम we are living in नहीं लगा सकते, we have been living for 6 months, for 2 years, क्योंकि इसमें जो कनेक्शन है वो टाइम का साथ में निकल के आ रहा है. सो दैट इज वाई हम इसको नहीं लगा सकते. ठीक है. So that is the meaning or the what do you call reason of applying both of the tenses. जहाँ पर हमने पीछे का कोई टाइम पीरियड जोड़कर लगाना है तो उसको हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूस बोलेंगे. जहाँ से हमने जस्ट प्रेजेंट जो काम चल रहा है उसकी बात कर रहे हैं तो हम उसको प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस की बात करते हैं. ठीक है. So मैं नहीं लिखना टाइम. ओके, कहानी लगना तूने अमित.
सर दोस्त है डिस्टर्ब कर रहा है.
चल कोई बात. So there's another sentence. देखो इसमें हम क्या कर सकते हैं. It is raining, the payment is wet, time is not given. Okay, I'll pretend now. Yes, that's true. That's true. That why we apply. Yes, tell me that why have we not applied is over here? Why is it has raining? Why it is not it is raining? Question is it is raining, the pavement is wet, or it has raining, the pavement is wet. Yes, please. What do you think? Is आएगा, has आएगा, और अगर has आएगा तो why we apply has been? If it is, why do we apply is over here? Arpit is saying is raining because time is not given. It has been Lashram. Why it has been Lashram? Why not is? Has been आएगा बेटा, is नहीं लगेगा इसमें, because pavement is wet, is somehow is telling you the timing. हमें जो पेमेंट है वो वेट नज़र आ रही है, इसका कनेक्शन निकल के आ रहा है कि यस कि ये गीली हुई है, तो इसका मतलब बारिश पीछे से पड़ती आ रही है, इसी के कारण ये गीली हुई है. कोई चीज़ गीली तभी होती है जो पीछे से रेगुलर उसके ऊपर पानी डल रहा हो. सो इस सेंटेंस में ये चीज़ आपको साथ में जोड़ी गई है. सो दैट इज वाई वी नीड टू अप्लाई इट हैज़ बीन रेनिंग, as it has said that, because the payment is wet. Okay, right, good. Okay, let me ask something different, something interesting like that. We have not been drinking enough water, that's why we are feeling tired. So I think it's clear now, right? अब यहाँ पे हमने have been क्यों लगाया है? यहाँ पे भी कोई टाइम नहीं दिया गया है. बोलिए भाई. Why we have not applied the timing over here? the same case because इसमें भी उन्होंने एक चीज आपको बताई है, that is what yes, so they have also connected from the past that you know uh, that it is from the back. We can say that they are trying to connect it from the back. They have said that like that's why we feel tired or something. That was the reason I would say this thing. Okay, that was the reason because we have shown the connection in the past. ठीक है ना, अभी जैसे पहले हमने पेमेंट वाली बात की है उसमें भी हमने यही बात की थी. So similarly we are doing the same here. Okay. Got it, sir. Okay, okay. Yes, now you ask any question. You please ask question.
ਸਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਪਰਫੈਕਟ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਇਕੱਲਾ,
हाँ जी बेटा.
ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪਾਸ ਦੀ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰਕੇ ਮਤਲਬ ਪਾਸ ਦੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਰਕੇ ਹੁਣ ਇੰਪੈਕਟ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੋਵੇ, ਹੁਣ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਾਣੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਟਾਇਰਡ ਫੀਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ।
मतलब ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕੀ ਸੈਂਟੈਂਸ ਬਣਾਉਂਗੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਚ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ?
We have not drank enough water, that's why we feel tired.
We have not been
We have
drinking
not
water.
drank, ਨਹੀਂ ਪਰਫੈਕਟ ਇਕੱਲੇ ਪਰਫੈਕਟ ਕਰਕੇ we have not drank enough water,
अच्छा,
ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਦੇ
that's
ਵਿੱਚ
why.
ਆਏ ਨਹੀਂ। ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਬੇਟਾ, ਦੇਖੋ ਅਗਰ ਮੈਂ ਉਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਦੱਸ ਰਿਹਾ ਇਹ ਅਗਰ ਸਿੰਪਲ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਹੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਜੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਚ ਅਗਲੀ ਕਨੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿ that's why we are feeling tired, that's why we are feeling tired, ਮਤਲਬ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਤੋਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਸ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ।
ਅੱਛਾ
मैं वही चीज़ कह रहा मैंने प्यास महसूस तां ही हुई जा रही है क्योंकि मैं काफ़ी समय तो पानी नहीं पीता। सो अगर वो पिछे वाली लाइन ना ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁੰਦੀ कि दैट्स वाई वी आर फीलिंग टायर्ड, ਤਾਂ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਲਾਈਨ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਯੈਸ ਯੂ ਕੈਨ ਅਪਲਾਈ ਪਰਫੈਕਟ ਓਵਰ देयर कि ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਨਾਟ ਡਰੰਕ ਇਨ ਦਾ ਵਾਟਰ। ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰਫੈਕਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਥੋੜਾ ਲੱਗ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ।
ਠੀਕ ਠੀਕ।
ਲੇਕਿਨ ਅਗਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਟਾਈਮ ਕਨੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਨਾ। तो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਲਾਈਕ ਵੈਨ ਸਮ ਕਾਈਂਡ ਆਫ ਅ ਕਨੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਇਜ਼ देयर फ्रॉम ਦੀ ਪਾਸਟ, ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਪ੍ਰੈਜ਼ੈਂਟ ਪਰਫੈਕਟ ਵੱਲ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਂਦੀ। ਦੈਟ ਇਜ਼ ਵਾਈ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਡੂਇੰਗ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ। ਇਹੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੇਖਣੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਰਿਲੇਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਨੂੰ and it is telling us that comes from the past, so we should then use present perfect continuous in places of other tenses. Otherwise ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਯੂਸੇਜ ਬੜੀ ਰੇਅਰ ਹੈ।
ਠੀਕ
ਸਾਡੇ
ਠੀਕ ਹਾਂਜੀ।
ਕੋਲ ਪਰਫੈਕਟ ਵੀ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊਸਿਸ ਵੀ ਆ ਗਿਆ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਰਫੈਕਟ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊਸ ਤਾਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਅਗਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਪਾਸਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਨਿਕਲ ਕੇ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। Like what I'm seeing example over here, if there is example like it has not been snowing or it is not snowing, so what do you think, what is more appropriate? It is snowing, it is not snowing, or it has not been snowing? Has not been snowing. Yes Vishal, why is there? It's snowing Rakabil. it's it's not snowing, it's snowing, snow, barf bari. क्योंकि लास्ट जब हुई थी उससे कनेक्टेड है. ओके, ऑलराइट, ओके, फाइन फाइन फाइन. दोनों ही अलग मतलब दे रहे हैं सर. मतलब हुन स्नो नहीं कर रहे हैज टाइम हैज नॉट बीन लास्ट कनेक्शन. ओके, okay, yes, that's the right answer. If you're trying to make, it depends upon, you know, when you say the
यस सर.
sentence, so उससे आपकी सेंस निकल आएगी. अगर आपने हैज नॉट लगाया है तो मेरे लिए, रिसीवर के लिए समझने वाली बात है कि आप पास के साथ इसको जोड़ के बात बता रहे हो कि अभी पहले हो रही थी अब नहीं हो रही. इट्स नॉट मीन स्नोइंग, मतलब आप बोल रहे हो काफी देर से स्नो नहीं हो रही है. तो अब आपने ये बोला तो इसका मतलब पहले स्नो था, तो उसको आप कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश करो. और अगर आप जस्ट, यू आर जस्ट सेइंग राइट नाउ, देन आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट ये हम यहाँ पर इज नॉट लगा सकते. गुड, वेरी गुड अटेम्प्ट. चलिए फिर मैं इसको हम अटेंडेंस लगा लेते हैं साथ साथ, और लेट मी क्लोज दैट रिकॉर्डिंग.